The first Bitcoin Spot ETF has been approved and listed in Europe around the same time that the SEC has also delayed the ARK investment ETF for a spot Bitcoin ETF filing. It's crazy. It's crazy how dumb the SEC is and the US is when it comes to innovation around Bitcoin and crypto and blockchain and Web3. So we're going to talk about this today. Welcome back to the Block Hash Podcast channel. Make sure to check out our sponsor, BENFT. They are revolutionizing education using DeFi methods and artificial intelligence. Be sure to check them out in the link below, description below. Their link, BNFT.solutions. Go check them out. They're doing fantastic things around education. Also, check out our Patreon. We do chart analysis Monday through Friday for the price of 2 cups of coffee a month. Get it there on Patreon before it comes out on YouTube. All right. So, again, the Spot ETF for Bitcoin has been approved in Europe, and this is the first of its kind after the SEC delayed its FTF for ARK Invest. Let's talk about that. So, London-based Jacoby Asset Management has successfully launched the Jacoby FT Wilshire Bitcoin ETF 2 years after its approval, opening new avenues for European investors to access the world of digital assets. Jacoby FT Wilshire Bitcoin ETF, such a long name. Okay. Regulated by the Guernsey Financial Services Commission, the GFSC, will trade under the symbol Bitcoin. This landmark event represents a remarkable achievement for Europe's financial landscape as it demonstrates the continent's determination to embrace innovative investment opportunities in the burgeoning cryptocurrency sector. Spec. No spec. The ETF's custody services are provided by Fidelity Digital Assets, a trusted name in cryptocurrency custody, while trading firm Flow Traders will act as the designated market maker for the ETF, providing liquidity and smooth trading operations. Jacoby Asset Management first received approval for the fund in October of 2021 and had planned to list the ETF in 2022. However, due to external factors such as the collapse of Terra's ecosystem and the bankruptcy of cryptocurrency exchange FTX, the company made a strategic decision to delay the launch. This prudent approach highlights the prudent assessment undertaken by Jacoby in the rapidly evolving digital asset market. So that's exciting. That's great news for Bitcoin. That's going to reflect very well in the price pretty soon. And I don't think it's something that's priced in today, obviously. By the time you get this video, it might get priced in already. We do some of these videos ahead of time, but overall in the year, Bitcoin is looking good. It's had its movements to the upside in this wave pattern. Usually these wave patterns, especially associated with a funnel, seem to do very well. This funnel has stopped out since mid-April, where Bitcoin has struggled to get beyond $31,000 in price, but is just hovering under the surface here, holding strong, looking to move. What's notable is Bitcoin's higher low trend line, which again, I've said many times is tapped here in March around the 10th, the 14th of June, and we're approaching again as Bitcoin moves sideways. It needs to make a critical decision. The volume has even shrunken. It's getting really tight, and Bitcoin's coming to a crosshairs as we get into September and we wrap up August, where either it will break down one more time or it will pop through 31,000 and we'll finally clear and we'll stay above it and we'll start to move into the mid 30,000 range. I'm betting personally, based on how Bitcoin has moved and the strength it has shown, especially from buyers and the accumulation that's going on and the ETFs that are out there and the turning of the market as we finish 2023 and the bull market is on the horizon. We've had a bear market in 2022. We've had a slow, sloppy market in 2023. And Bitcoin has just climbed very slowly like it did in 2020. All right? If we back out, we look at this back in 2020. Ever since the pandemic hit, Bitcoin climbed very slowly, very slowly. And then by the time we got to the end of the year in 2020, Bitcoin made its move. All right? It made its move, and by the time we got into 2021, it had its bull market spring upwards. This is looking so much stronger than even what we had in 2020. And it's dwarfing past bull markets for Bitcoin. So obviously this was a double blow off top for Bitcoin, but it's looking very good. Very, very good. And this resistance level that goes all the way back to even June of 2022 is about to break. Something amazing is going to happen for Bitcoin. I will be absolutely shocked if Bitcoin can hit this and come back below. You know, the lowest it could go is in an inflection zone of around 25,000. I just don't see that happening. We've done this enough, and Bitcoin is at the point where it wants to spring load to the upside. And looking at how these charts play out, these patterns, you know, Bitcoin by the end of the year should clear 31,000 easily. And by the end of the year, I'm expecting Bitcoin to get closer to 40,000. That's a little bit of a push, but if you look at where former floors are and former ceilings and where we've stopped out at, we're looking to approach early 2022 levels. We can get to early 2022 levels, let's say at least 40,000, then Bitcoin is positioning itself very well to go to all-time highs in 2024, which is right on track with Bitcoin's cycle, where between mid-2024 and mid-2025, we should see massive blow-off tops. But to do that, we have to go to previous highs. When's the last time Bitcoin broke its previous high of 20,000? It came back up to it at the end of 2020. All right? At the end of 2020, and we're on that cycle, 4-year cycle for Bitcoin, 3-year for altcoins, 4 years for Bitcoin. End of 2023 is here. So either Bitcoin comes to my 40,000 level and we hang out there and ride into 2024, or if we go to all-time highs, Bitcoin at any point in time could retest close to $65,000 to $70,000. That's a very optimistic scenario, but it is possible. So with everything going on, keep that in mind. We'll be cautiously optimistic, but I'm going to say 40,000 by the end of the year. That might be too low, but I don't think it's too high. And I do think an ETF is coming. And with everyone I've talked to and everyone I know in the industry, especially with those who work at some of these asset managers and funds that are putting out spot ETFs for Bitcoin and trying to get listed in the US, I think it's going to happen, especially BlackRock. I think that's the turning point. BlackRock is going to get their ETF, and I think that they're going to get it first. And I don't see why it will get delayed. It could get delayed until early next year. That's a possibility. But it won't get denied. That'll be shocking. So I think things are aligning very well for this next bull market. And I think certain things like altcoins are going to move first. So let's keep an eye on that. That's it for today. Make sure to share this with somebody. Comment your thoughts down below on Bitcoin and where it's at and what you guys think. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you have, thank you so much. Again, you guys are the best. Talk to you tomorrow. Cheers.